Incoming. 2027. Government house going okay, so. Oh no. Oh no. Government house today.
A pleasant day to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family, active citizens, and Nigerians. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, I started with that video of the house of the Minister of Power to make you understand what I'm about to say about the tweet of Peter Obi. Peter Obi have come for Bola Ahmed Tinubu again, and I can tell you that all over the TL is cry. He knocked him off. And then he came with a very tangible example this time around. The president of Argentina. God bless that man's soul. That is the difference between somebody that just grab power without knowledge of leadership and somebody that understand what leadership should be like. Two characters that came in almost at the same time. One has transformed the economy. One has brought it down completely. This is a minister of power. That's his house. How much is the salary of a minister of power that he's building this one? That you can see what he dropped there. And then tomorrow you think that these people are actually doing it for the good of the people. Criminality at the highest order. Look at what he dropped. A country, I told you that this is the highest. By the time this man is finished, no, in Nigeria, even the military, even Abacha no nearer. With the kind of theft that is happening within this government. Look at the Minister of Power's house. Where he get money build that kind of thing. How much being salary? I'm going to be showing you what Peter Obi said that have triggered the establishment. I'm going to be showing you samples of what the Argentina president is doing that is really, really nice and interesting. But before I do that, let me quickly tell you that the Gen Zs have come out. Our first-time voters, they have set the internet on fire. In fact, on X, calling everybody to go and get their PVC. In fact, giving the date when they are going to resume giving fresh PVCs or fresh PVC registrations. Let me put it that way. And then asking Nigerians to go all out and do it and reaffirming their support for Peter Obi. This is 2025. Before 2027, I can tell you that is going to be a tsunami. People think that he has lost his relevance and all that. A lot of obedience are not sleeping. They have found out that the movement is getting stronger. A lot of people are now aligning with it because suffer don't push them come. Let me start with those videos, and when I come back, we'll continue.
Good day, my fellow Nigerians. Today, I speak not just with passion, but with purpose. This is a message for every citizen, young or old, first-time voter or seasoned ones, students, traders, teachers, workers. This is for all of us. Our country is at a crossroad, and the direction we take next depends on you. Yes, you, the person listening to this. Your PVC is your voice. Your voice is your power, and your power is your vote. Far too many times we've said, my vote doesn't matter, but how will it count if you don't even register? This is our opportunity to stop complaining and start participating. Here's what you need to do. Online PVC registration starts on August 18th. Visit www.inecnigeria.org. To begin the process from your phone or computer, it is fast, it's easy. or in person. Registration begins August 25th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Walk into any INEC local government area office or PVC center near you, whether you're in Port Harcourt or anywhere else across the country. First-time voters, this is especially for you. You have the chance to speak for your generation. You've never voted before, but you can also be the one who tips the scale. Don't underestimate your impact. You matter. Your voice matters. Your vote matters. Let's not wait for change to fall from the sky. Let's create it. The earlier you register, the better. Avoid the last-minute rush. Beat the crowd. Take control of your future. This is not just about elections. It's about your life, your education, your job, your freedom, your safety, your Nigeria. So I urge you, register, vote, and vote wisely. Not for money, not for tribalism, not for fear, not for a future you can, but for a future you can be proud of. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or any hour you're watching this video from. We all have a lot of bad experiences of our current elected president, and this situation needs to come to an end. It's not by changing our president, but it's by the choice and the help of the youth. Together we can make this change for our country, Nigeria. It is high time we make a proud decision by voting and electing a new president, a man of honor, bravery, wisdom, and more understanding. A man who seems to make us proud of who we are. Peter Obi, a man who will stand for nothing but the truth. So what are we waiting for? Let's go out there and make our votes count. For those of us who turn 18 already asking where can we vote, we're looking for you. There's a voting registration center open right here in Port Harcourt. There's one close to the CFC. You can just ask your parents. We are not voting because we want to, because we want a better nation. For me, for you, for us. With our unity and one voice, we can be able to bring our beloved Peter Obi into the seat. Not for worse, for good. And I assure you will never regret. So let's make this one in a million. Thank you.
Now you've seen it, right? Please, I urge you as a first-time voter, please go and get your PVC. Please. Do not feel that, oh, it didn't work the last time, so everybody should just relent or relax. A fight for a better Nigeria is a fight that we cannot afford to deter in fighting. We cannot afford to give up. The system is deeply rooted in corruption, that if you want to fight it, it's going to take a lot of efforts. Let me shock you. Peter Obi, Ahmed Dati, and the likes that are actually coming out to speak truth to power, they are attacking them, attacking their families, attacking everything. But they are not stopping. The more they attack, the more Peter Obi then come out, very, very strong. In fact, the more they attack their people and their businesses and their families, the more these guys come out very raw. Because if you want to take away power from these people, corruption will fight you to a standstill. So anybody that thinks that, oh, it's going to be very easy, you just come and vote, and the next minute they will just carry power and give you and say, take. People that understand, snatch it, grab it, and run with it, will not just give you power. And that is why we need to consistently fight for it, because kleptocrats, criminals are the ones in government, and they are stealing the commonwealth of the people. That is why we need to continuously appeal to the conscience of those that are tired, that you cannot stop fighting. It's a fight that we have to keep fighting until the day victory comes, because eventually the victory will come, but nobody knows how long. I keep saying it, if Peter Obi does not even win this time again, I will still talk about Nigeria. It's a job I will keep doing until we start getting it right, because we can't afford to allow these men destroy our generation, destroy the next. In fact, what they are doing now, the next generation will suffer for it, because they are borrowing and they are stealing the money. They consistently borrow. After all the lies, oh, we are going to remove fuel subsidy, and after we remove fuel subsidy, oh, there will be enough money, we don't need to borrow much. They have borrowed more than the people that the people that allowed subsidy to continue. They have borrowed more than them, and that is why you see a minister, just a minister, in the space of 2 years, look at what he dropped. And tomorrow you tell me that is not criminality. EFCC is supposed to be quick on this matter, but they will not do nothing, because the institution is being, controlled by the person that pays the piper. Now, let me show you what Peter Obi said. Then when I come back, we'll wrap this up. Now, this is according to Peter Obi. Let me read. He said, in our country today, hunger and poverty are not just distant statistics. They are the harsh realities that millions of our people face daily. Recently, the United Nations stated that about 34 million Nigerians will face acute food insecurity, and about 63% of our population, which is about 133 million people, now live in multidimensional poverty. Inflation, even with the suppressed statistics, is nearly 30%, while unemployment and economic mismanagement have nearly wiped out our once vibrant middle class. Families who once lived stable lives are now slipping into poverty. But this is not just ordinary. It is as a result of incompetent leadership without capacity and compassion, who are not interested in putting the Nigerian people first in their actions. Other nations have faced similar challenges and turned their fortunes around through disciplined leadership, sound economic policies, and a total commitment from the leader or the leaders to invest in human development and pulling their people out of poverty. A recent example is what is happening in Argentina. In Argentina, over 52% of its population lived in poverty by early 2024, according to the World Bank, with millions of Argentinians unable to meet basic needs. Inflation was above 200%, and economic confidence had collapsed. Yet, within 2 years, through decisive action to cut waste in governance and prioritize economic stability, the newly inaugurated president was able to cut down the poverty rate to 38.1% from 52% in just 2 years, and extreme poverty fell to 8.2%, with inflation just around 2 to 3% monthly. As at 2025, the urban poverty had declined to 31.6%, lifting millions of people out of poverty. Investors' confidence grew and the economy began to grow. The people now see real improvement in their daily lives. Both Argentina and the current Nigerian leadership assumed office in the same year. And this proves what I have always stated, that 2 years may not be enough to change a nation with 100% turnaround, but it is more than enough to kickstart the transformation journey that will change the fortune of our dear country, with the people witnessing real and genuine change, but only if the leadership is honest, focused, and committed to the people. Nigeria can work. We can reduce hunger and restore dignity to Nigerians. But this will not happen while corruption and criminality dominates our governance. The nation requires leaders who will put the people first, manage resources prudently, and stand firm in rejecting corrupt practices. Nigeria will work, but only if we as leaders commit to tackling corruption, cutting the cost of governance, and focusing on critical areas of development like education, healthcare, and lifting the people out of poverty, just as other nations have done with remarkable result. A new Nigeria is possible. That is Peter Obi. Now, I can tell you that what he said about the president of Argentina is absolute truth. Let me even show you some receipts to back up his claims before we get back to the video. Please watch. You've had the absolute truth, right? Absolute truth. Two characters. One that understands what leadership is. One that just want to grab power. The one that understands what leadership is. The moment he entered there, you can see the change happening. The one that grab and snatch have carried the people back to more poverty, carried the people more into illiteracy, have done everything despicable, and he's coming out to boast that I'm doing right, I'm doing well. That is the difference. And that is why when Peter Obi keeps saying you don't need more than 4 years to prove a point or make people understand that, oh, there is a right direction, I totally agree with him. I keep asking people, how many years did Yaradua sit down in that seat? And the moment he came in, we started seeing the change. As a governor, Alex Oti, how many years did he sit down there as a governor in a very decayed Abia state? that PDP killed completely. Look at what is happening in that Abia state in the space of 2 years. So when you see Uchins come and grant interviews and sit down shamelessly and speak with so much, disgusting statements that, 2 years is not enough to change. Nobody is asking for a complete 100% change. People are saying, tell us the direction you are going and let us see that there are things that are turning around in that direction. No, there is no blueprint, nothing. And that is why I keep saying it. The man don't have capacity to change nothing. Give him 20 years, he will still fail. Because he don't have it. The major reason for grabbing power is not for the people, is ambition driven. So at the end of the day, let me call my guys. Let us enjoy this thing together. It's a government of the elites, by the elites. For the elites. That's what's happening in this government. That is why you see them jumping, celebrating him. PDP governor shouting, he has to be there. We support him for another 4 years. Because he has given them so much to steal. You remove fuel subsidy, carry the money and be sharing for governors. Most of these governors that are criminals in their head. And you go to most of the states, you can't see where that money is going to. There are some of them are still owing till tomorrow, workers. You carry this thing, subsidy money, increase the what do they call it now? The allocations for lawmakers. Or project allocation or whatever it is. And they are singing your praises. A house that have now turned to the slaves of the executive. Exchange the national anthem with on your mandate. We shall stand. Because more money is coming to their pocket and it's more ability to loot. So it's a government of the elites. It is not about the people, and that is why you see total failure. If you don't have a leader that have character, competence, integrity, compassion, no matter where he comes from, let him be Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Efik, wherever he comes from, he will fail. He will not only fail Nigeria, he will not only fail his people, he will fail everybody. See the Southwesterners now, are they enjoying the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? They are the ones that are suffering the most. Forget about the fact that bigotry is sleeping in some people's room. But at the end of the day, they are passing through a lot. Go and see how they are throwing numbers on X. Oga, please, sir, please help me. Help me. This is my account number. Because the reality is on the table. The point is, as far as you don't have those characters, those key components in you as a person, you cannot lead. You will fail. Then add it with when you don't grab power. You didn't get it through the right medium. Peter Obi said you cannot pass through the window and be cleaning the house. It's not done that way. That is why you see a minister having that kind of house. After 2 years of being a minister, look at the house. Criminality at the highest order. Let me drop this here, guys. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching this video. Have a blessed remaining part of your day. I'll see you next time.